Mountain High School 2013 graduation. Will the Red Mountain High School faculty please come down? Graduates, you may be seated.
Testing. Hello. I am Bronson Hickson, your student body president. And I'd like to thank everybody who came out today to join us for this graduation for the class of 2013. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Someone once told me that life is made up by moments. And I think this moment right here is a spectacular one. It marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. I'd like to urge everybody graduating here today to take a minute to absorb this moment and to remember and preserve every ambition, hope, and dream that you have today. As today might seem like the end of our journey, it is in actuality the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. I wish everybody the best of luck on the journey that you're about to embark. And it is now my pleasure to introduce Mackenzie Trimble, our student body vice president, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. Mackenzie, it's all yours.
Hello, fellow graduates and loved ones. I'm Mackenzie Trimble, your student body vice president. We have a lot to be proud of today, and so many people we need to thank for helping us get here. But first, I would like to share a quote with you that I've learned in elementary school, and it's inspired me since. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. And with that, can you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please remain standing.
Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to introduce our two guests tonight, Mr. Bruce Cox, Associate Superintendent of Mesa Public Schools, and Dr. Ben Whiting, board member Board Member for Mesa Public Schools. I am honored to present 20 students who have worked very hard for 4 years. As a result of their perseverance, these students are the academic top 20 graduates of the class of 2013. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. The top 20 are William Morrison, Eric Kirkus, Rachel Brard, Rachel Hutzel, Laura Woodland, Matthew Anderson, Spencer Gossel, Alexandra Moshe, Brandon Hurtnecki, Preston Moore, Victoria Segura, Marissa Wheeler, Jessica McCarroll, Benjamin Salaski, Ross Theobald, Harrison Finzel, Alexa Vuitton, Jennifer Lee, Christopher Mills, and our valedictorian, Jacob Cates. Congratulations to our top 20. Thank you. And now, at this time, Jacob Cates will give the first honors address of the evening. Jacob.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to give a quick thank you to Dr. Slemmer and the rest of the Red Mountain administration for allowing me to have this moment up here and give this speech. When I was first notified of the privilege that I would be given an extra homework assignment to write a graduation speech, I was ecstatic. I thought I was going to come up with the best and most inspirational messages to give to all of you. But after listening to a few graduation speeches online, I realized that almost everyone was the same. Their speeches repeated lines such as, "We are independent now," with our own problems to solve, and that we, as a whole, can change the world. While I do believe these messages are very important, I feel as if we have all heard them before, and that most of us here would like to finish this ceremony as soon as possible, so that we can get home and sleep, of course. But before I conclude this speech, I feel obligated to contradict myself and give at least one bit of advice. Steve Jobs once stated, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Jobs certainly followed his own passion and did not let others bring him down. Albert Einstein's teachers labeled Einstein as slow and mentally handicapped. Yet he went on to win the Nobel Prize in physics, and also came up with one of the most famous equations that we like to say to try to sound smart: E equals mc squared. Marilyn Monroe's first contract with Columbia Pictures expired because they told her she wasn't pretty or talented enough to be an actress. Walt Disney was fired by a newspaper editor because he lacked imagination and no good ideas. Look at them now. Failure did not stop them, and it should not stop any of you. Stay true to yourself and have some fun in life. And before I finish, I'd like to say one more thing. Go Red Mountain!
Our next speaker is William Morrison.
Kind of awkward to wear these things for the first time. So my speech is a little bit like Jake's. I was hoping as the salutatorian I would go before him, but I guess not. So I've spent weeks trying to write this speech. I watched a lot of college commencement speeches for inspiration, but I just got nothing. I wrote drafts on inspirational topics, not being afraid to fail, following your dreams, perseverance, but I just couldn't see any of them through to the end. I searched for motivational quotes, but I was stopped by the words of philosopher, English teacher, and the world's greatest Vampire Diaries fan, Miss Dilbeck, who long ago complained of unoriginal graduation speeches that just copied the words of others. I was stuck, and I was panicking. I just didn't know what to say to you. Then I realized I don't need to say anything. This is for several reasons. The first is, of course, because I am the salutatorian. No one really cares about what the number 2 person says. What salutatorian basically means is that while other people were building speaking skills that would help with giving a speech to thousands of people, I was studying. It also means I wasn't good enough at studying to be valedictorian. But the second, more important reason is that we are graduating from Red Mountain. Hold for applause. Okay, you can stop that now. When I was a kid, I was terrified by the thought of going to high school. TV and movies taught me it was the place where every teacher is out to get you and bullies just want to shove you into lockers. But Red Mountain doesn't even have lockers to shove you into. Well, at first I was intimidated by its large size. I soon discovered the advantage of going to a school with well over 3,000 people. There are just so many choices here. Choices of friends, choices of clubs, choices of classes. The people are nice, and if the people aren't nice, you can just walk a few steps and there will be some new, nicer people to talk to. The teachers genuinely care about their students and are passionate about their jobs. My dad's work has taken my family to many schools around the world, but there's just something special about Red Mountain. It's the first school I've ever considered something of a home. It's the best public education no money can buy. I'm just now realizing the meaninglessness of that sentence. It is because you have been through this school that I don't need to teach you anything. If you wanted to learn, you would have learned from sources far greater than I. I simply hope you have made the best of your years here. No, they were not perfect, but the whole point of high school is to prepare us for even greater imperfections in the real world. I would try to inspire you, but this is a moment that needs no inspiration. To inspire means to fill with a specific feeling. Right now, as we are minutes away from our first real taste of freedom, it is simply impossible to inspire you with any feeling other than impatience over not quite yet having your diploma. So before I waste more time talking about how I shouldn't be talking to you, I will simply say, congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Jacob and William. Graduates, will you please stand for the alma mater? Our next honors address will be by Eric Kirkus.
The end of a race, the final hurdle, a stepping stone into the future, the beginning of a new chapter. No person can perfectly summarize the moment we are all experiencing together right now. Some of us see this moment as the beginning of a new start. Others sit impatiently, waiting to receive their diploma and leave behind the school. A few can barely make out the front of the stage through their tear-veiled eyes. Despite these different emotions, we all share one commonality. We, as a whole, are the 25th graduating class of Red Mountain High School, a feat that only we can say that we have been a part of. We are the silver lining of Red Mountain High School, a defining layer to the history of Red Mountain. 25 years of academics, music, sports, and traditions to which we have added the first state-winning ACDIC team, 4-year softball state champions, and the La Camerata Choir performing in Carnegie Hall. And on this 25th graduating ceremony, we represent the future. Doctors, politicians, accountants, moms, neighbors, preachers, grandparents. No appearance of failure present, but rather determination. Our class has a determination of a generation of change. 9/11, the Iraq War, the iPhone, Facebook, Twitter, President Obama, the Harlem Shake. Each of these has reshaped our lives, our society, and our culture. But the most important catalysts in our lives are teachers. Every teacher joining us here out on the field deserves more than thanks and recognition. Personally, my teachers have been the foundation in building my personal success throughout high school. They have pushed me to persevere, to be prideful in my work, and to take each moment of school for granted. These teachers give their time to mold a generation. Every person in attendance tonight had a teacher to guide them in life, and I feel people fail to recognize all the different teachers in our lives. Our parents, our bosses, our religious leaders, even our actions. A teacher is more than just academics. They impart to us knowledge we will carry for the rest of our lives and push us to be the best we can be. Many of us think of that one teacher we've grown closest to over the years. We've all noticed the effect that they've had in our lives. The legacy of Mr. Rushing, rest in peace, on his students was a blessing to witness. To see each and every one of them gather and share the importance he had in their lives, the memories, the quotes, his legacy. To see each and every one of them gather and share the importance he had in their lives. That is the ultimate goal for a teacher, to have an everlasting impact on at least one student they have instructed. In our choir program this last year, we had a goal for success. Not just success for the individual, but as an ensemble. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Les Brown. When my choir teacher, Mr. Johnston, told us this quote, I began to think, what can I do for myself that will help our ensemble grow? Throughout the year, I kept this thought in the back of my mind. What is my legacy? What am I supposed to do? Unfortunately, one of our close classmates, Brandon Campbell, lost his life last year in an incident that moved many of Red Mountain to show their care. The support our school showed for him, his family, and his legacy touched me. Witnessing so many different individuals unite together under one cause. And that's when it hit me. No special talents or achievements will define my legacy, but rather the effect I have on others will. Supporting people in their time of need, reaching out to those who need it most, being an example of others of determination. I've come from a rough past, like many of you have experienced, but never for one moment did I let the past define who I am. Rather, I strive to prove that my past is not what I want to become. And we all experience this. We want to better ourselves and reach for the top, become the best we can be. My fellow classmates realize that there is no one out here better than the person they are next to. Each individual has their niches and talents that defines them. People often ask of us who we think we are. Society sees us as it wants to see us, in the simplest of terms, in the most convenient definitions. But in my high school career, what I found out is that each one of us graduating tonight is a brain and an athlete and a basket case, a princess and a criminal. And as one class, we have come so far. However, we have places yet to venture and more mountains still to climb. Remember, you only live once. Take advantage of every opportunity and keep on keeping on. Congratulations, class of 2013!
Thank you, Jacob, William, and Eric. Would the three of you just stand one more time? They did a great job with their speeches tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, guys. Okay. Good evening, parents, family members, friends, distinguished guests, and our graduating class for 2013. Welcome to Red Mountain High School. It is my honor to present the accomplishments of our graduating class. Highlighted tonight will be outstanding achievements in academics, performing arts, extracurricular clubs and activities, service learning, and athletics. I would like all the seniors who have earned any kind of academic scholarship, been on academic programs here at Red Mountain, if you could just please stand for a moment. Stand, please. Thank you. Just stay standing. Stay standing. These seniors earned well over $14 million in scholarship money. Standing are 3 Wood Scholars, a National Merit Finalist, and a National Hispanic Merit Scholar. A number of these students will be attending some of the most prestigious colleges in America. They will include schools like Cal Poly, the University of Southern California, the University of Chicago, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Creighton University, Michigan State, Ohio State, University of Oregon, University of Hawaii, San Diego State, BYU, and of course, our honors colleges that are represented in all 3 state schools. Our TV production program, known as RMTV, has had a big year, winning 5 out of the 6 awards given by the Mesa Public Schools, including Broadcaster of the Year, Rookie Student of the Year, Top Sports Report, Top Off-Campus Broadcast, Top On-Campus Broadcast, Top News-Based Report, and they were instrumental in developing the criteria or presenting the application for the Director's Cup. The TV production team is responsible for streaming this graduation so that family members all over the world can watch this graduation live tonight. The academic decathlon team won our first state championship and placed 6th in the nation. Was led by Harrison Finzel, who was recognized as the highest scoring scholar student in the nation. Red Mountain also had 5 students who placed in the state Arizona Science and Engineering Fair. Overall, at this time, I would like any of you who are not standing who took an advanced placement course to join our group. Stand up if you took advanced placement. These students a couple of weeks ago took advanced placement classes. We had over 1,000 exams given here at Red Mountain. You think these kids are serious about going to college and doing well in college? 1,000 tests were given for advanced placement students. Please give these students a round of applause. Thank you. You may sit down. Our next category is students in performing arts. We would like all the students who are involved in some kind of performing arts program, please stand. At Red Mountain, we had over 1,300 students participate in performing arts activities. They include choir, dance, drama, band, orchestra, guitar, advanced placement music, and our school musical. Their success includes 65 students made regionals, 10 were selected as first chair. 16 students made all-state, 3 of them were selected as first chair. 5 all-state jazz and show choir students. Winter Guard was the state champs. The La Camerata Choir performed, as you heard earlier, at Carnegie Hall. Red Mountain Singers received top honors in both jazz and madrigal performances at the NAU Festival. The drama department earned a superior with highest honor at the State Thespian Conference with 3 individual acting all-stars. 6 students earned superior in individual acting events at Central Arizona Acting Festival. Performing Arts earned 3 National Youth Awards. Dance Force performed in New York. Chamber Orchestra received a superior at the State Abota Festival. I could go on and on. This was an outstanding group of students in performing arts. Let's give them another round of applause. You may be seated. The next group that I would like to stand is athletics. Anyone that was involved in Red Mountain Athletics, please stand. Over 1,300 of our students participated in interscholastic sports, with 26 student athletes receiving athletic scholarships. City championship teams included badminton, football, boys tennis, and girls tennis. State semifinal teams including badminton and girls tennis. The varsity cheer squad advanced to the finals of the national competition held in California. This year, our softball team won their 4th consecutive 5A state championship, making them the first team in big school history to win 4 consecutive championships. Red Mountain was also the recipient of the prestigious Director's Cup. Over 225 schools in Arizona are eligible to receive this award. The criteria included scholarship, athletic success, sportsmanship, and character. And Red Mountain won the award. Let's give our athletes a big round of applause. You may be seated. One of the areas that we excel in at Red Mountain and have done so for many years, and it's a tribute to our students, is that in service learning. If any of you were involved in service learning programs at Red Mountain, would you please stand at this time? A 170 seniors participated in service learning and earned the Service Learning Honor of Excellence Award. Service learning activities this year included Mayor's Youth Council, Bike Ride for Semper Fi, Valley of the Sun Dog Rescue, Mesa Cannery, Peer Tutoring, and Relay of Life. Red Mountain seniors have logged in over 46,000 hours of service and volunteerism to their community. Let's give these young people a big hand. You may be seated. The next group we want to recognize is students who were involved in one of 100 clubs that we have here at the Red Mountain campus. All club members, extracurricular activity members, stand at this time if you were involved in a club. Club Diversity raised $3,200 for Christmas Angels and accumulated the most service learning hours at Red Mountain High School. They were voted by the City of Mesa as the Service Learning Club of the Year for 2013. Best Buddies this year had a total of 28 peer buddies, 29 buddies, and 2 associate buddies. They were awarded the most outstanding club of the year at Red Mountain. They were part of Best Buddies of Arizona Friendship Walk that raised $64,000 for the Best Buddies of the Arizona chapter. The Roar magazine won 26 awards from the Arizona Interscholastic Press Association for magazines published in 2012 and 13, including a first place for general excellence. The Pinnacle Yearbook won 15 awards from the Arizona Interscholastic Press Association, and the yearbook cover was recognized for excellence, featured in Jostin's 2013 Gotcha Covered Lookbook Volume 11, celebrating the best of the best in yearbook design and coverage. For the second year in a row, and for the third time in the last 4 years, the Red Mountain robotics team, Plasma Robotics, qualified for and attended the World Championships that were held in St. Louis. The team received the Excellence in Design Award at the Arizona Regional Competition, and at the Las Vegas Regional Competition finished in second place and won the Engineering Inspiration Award. All World Championships, Plasma Robotics finished 35 out of 100 teams in its division, and they also were a finalist for the Entrepreneur Award. Plasma Robotics has also participated in a Zero Robotics Competition, a nationwide event sponsored by MIT and NASA. Mind's Eye published its 24th consecutive book, featuring the writing, art, and photography of just over 100 students and teachers. Let's take a minute and give these students a big hand for their participation in clubs at Red Mountain. You may be seated. We love all of you. And I would like to congratulate our parents, the support that they have given to their students as they have worked very hard to support them, not only here at Red Mountain High School, but through their entire 13 years of education, K through 13. And I want to thank our moms and dads and grandparents and guardians out there. I know how challenging education and time can be, and you guys have just done a great job working with these young people, and we are just so proud of every single one of them tonight. It is with great pride that I present the Red Mountain class of 2013. I hereby certify that these students have satisfactorily completed the course of study prescribed for graduation by the Mesa Unified School District's Governing Board and the requirements of the Arizona State Board of Education. I, at this time, would like to introduce Mr. Bruce Cox, Associate Superintendent, for his remarks. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Mountain Lions. As a proud parent of a 2004 Red Mountain Mountain Lion graduate, it's my privilege to be here tonight to congratulate the graduating class of 2013. Today is a day of celebration A day to celebrate all the hard work that got you to this place where you get to sit around in these really nice fancy robes that you'll never wear again until you go to college. Today is a day of thanks, a day to thank all the people that helped you get here, the people who nurtured you, taught you, who held your hand, who dried your tears. Today is a day of reflection. Graduates, while it marks the end of high school, today is the beginning of the next phase in your life. For some of you, that will mean that you're going to go to college. For others, you'll go directly into the military. And for some, that means that you'll be making a choice of what you want to do in regards to the workforce. What advice can I give you to achieve these goals? Let me give you 3 simple thoughts. First of all, I encourage you to think big. Don't let your fear overwhelm your desire. Let the barriers that you, and there will be barriers, make sure that they're external, that they're not self-created. Fortune does favor the bold, and I can promise that you'll never know what you're capable of unless you think big and you go for it. The next step you're going to have to do is to believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is the first necessary step to coming close to achieving your potential. It's not what someone else thinks about you, it's what you think about yourself. And finally, be creative. Take it from an old guy. 10 years ago, many of the jobs that exist today, they weren't around. So keep your mind open. Remember that creativity is a renewable resource. Be as creative as you like, as often as you like, because you can never run out. As Dr. Slimmer has already said, the class of 2013 is a remarkable group. You've accomplished much and set the bar high for future Red Mountain graduates. On behalf of the entire superintendency, I congratulate you on your graduation. I want to recognize and acknowledge the parents, family, and friends who are here tonight. Graduates, they're extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of relief that they're experiencing. And by the way, this would be a great opportunity to ask for money and cars. Allow me to conclude my remarks tonight with a poem from a great philosopher, Dr. Seuss. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are your own, and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where you go. It is my pleasure to introduce Mesa Public Schools Governing Board member, Dr. Ben Whiting, who will accept the class of 2013 and confer the diplomas. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cox. You know, William, while you were talking, I kind of felt a kindred spirit there, my friend. I, too, know how it feels to be a salutatorian. During my education, I was salutatorian twice. So, Jacob, I don't think he's bitter at all, but you're doing all right there, buddy. Good job, gentlemen. Well, let me just add my congratulations to each of you individually and as a class. What incredible things you've been able to accomplish. Now, I do realize that the only thing standing between you and your diplomas is me, but let me share just a quick thought with you, if that's all right. I know that you recognize how fortunate you are to have attended Red Mountain High School. The skills, the lessons, the relationships, the life lessons, and even this diploma have the potential to open many doors for you. Now, I would hope that you would not take these things for granted, but rather share them. I'm reminded of a children's song you may be familiar with that I enjoy. Give, said the little stream. I'm small, I know, but wherever I go, the grass grows greener still. That you may be like that little stream, ever nourishing, enriching, and making greener wherever you go, whatever you do, and whomever you're doing it with is my wish for you tonight. So go, enjoy tonight, you deserve it, but I'll add my plea, along with many others here I'm sure tonight, that please be safe, make good choices. There are a lot of people here tonight that want nothing more than for you to arrive home safely tonight or in the morning. So with that, Mr. Slimmer, I accept the class of 2013 and confirm that these students have satisfactorily completed the Mesa Unified School District's and the Arizona State Board of Education's requirements for graduation. I now ask that the class of 2013 come forward to receive your diplomas. Thank you.
Randy William Johnston.
Amy Patricia Beavers.
Summer Lynn Pomeroy.
Angela Joyce Beavers.
Michael Ammon Blaylock.
Jesus Alexis Salazar Menchaca.
Jacob Ryan Cates.
Ashley Elizabeth Ledbetter.
Eric Lawrence Kirkus.
Madison Danielle Ledesma.
William Bailey Morrison.
Jennifer Lee.
Zachary Lincoln Ehlers.
Nicholas Austin Lefwich.
Janine Akbalut.
Samuel Jacob Legler.
Miguel Angel Abanez.
Adam Clayton Leisinger.
Sarah Ann Albert.
Julio Leplee.
George Andrew Alderton.
Cody Ryan Leslie.
Sydney Elizabeth Allen.
James Raymond Lillo.
Dalen J. Allred.
Brandy Christine Lindley.
Tony Nicole Alvarado.
Nicholas Hewitt Lingard.
Corey Robert Anala.
Jordan Robert Little.
Jacob Ryan Anderson.
Nicholas Guy Little.
Matthew James Anderson.
Cecilia Lobatos.
Tara Marie Anglin.
Nicholas Charles Lombardi.
Dylan Lee Anthony.
Joseph Edward Long.
Francisco Miguel Antolin Zarate.
Alexa Kristen Lawrence.
Andrew Nathan Apodaca.
Nicolette Lofney.
Alexander Alan Apps.
Morgan Patricia Louvier.
Andre N. Armad.
Kimberly Loya.
Christian Albert Armenta.
Emily Ann Lucas.
Nostalgia Gabrielle Armstrong.
Carissa Jill Lusk.
Alexandra Fitzpatrick Arneri.
Deborah K. Liu.
Jean Carlo Areola.
Brandon Wesley Main.
Anthony S. Arvayo.
Khaled Yasser Mashed.
Austin Ryan Baker.
Kelsey Lynn Malin.
Kaylin Amara Baker.
Bianca Jane Dela Cruz Manahani.
Erica Elsie Balcazar.
Theodore Jackson Manchego.
Destiny Shanae Baldwin.
Scott Finlayton Mandarino.
Matthew Theron Barnes.
Taylor Lee Manderfeld.
Lillian Catherine Barnett Gerhart.
Amatisi Mapakai Tolo.
Brian Jeffrey Barr.
Michelle Ray Marco.
Maria Ann Bateman.
Mackenzie Marie Markle Yeze.
Miranda Elizabeth Bates.
Connor Andrew Markel.
Salvatore James Battaglia.
Justin Ray Morol.
Megan Nadine Beckman.
Colin David Marquez.
Justin Scott Baker.
Raimundo Nicholas Marquez.
Taylor Joy Beeson.
Ryan Lee Martin.
Xavier Joseph Beltran.
Hector Ramon Martinez.
Adam Kalani Bennett.
Randy Lee Martinson.
Devin Lee Bennett.
McKenny Ryla Mashore.
Joshua Dale Benstein.
Carly Vanessa Masad.
Nicholas Richard Berg.
Peter Dominic Mata.
Stephanie Betance.
Samantha Faye Maturo.
Jake Connor Betts.
Adam Nicholas Maxime.
Brianna Marie Beyer.
Joshua Cole Maxwell.
Nicholas Roger Bieberdorf.
Kayla Kathleen May.
Drew Austin Billy.
Riley H. May.
Logan Riley Bingham.
Jillian Dana McAllister.
Samantha Joe Bird.
Jessica Loretta McCarroll.
Travis Stewart Bix Jr.
Sarah Nicole McCoy.
Amanda Lori Black.
Shannon Lee McCarty.
Caitlin Joan Black.
Quentin Cole McKenzie.
Amy Elizabeth Blackburn.
Sarah Elizabeth McPherson.
Megan Lynn Blankenship.
Jesse Michael Medrano.
Krista Lynn Blair.
Travis James Meeker.
Brett Paul Boucher.
Zachary Lawrence Mendenhall.
Justine Ariane Bond.
Fernanda Chavez Mendez.
Connor Ray Bosshart.
Alyssa Marie Merrill.
Nicholas Edward Bostwick.
Monica Messina.
Tyler Nicholas Bowman.
Garrett James Myers.
Rachel K. Brard.
Fernanda Isabel Mesa.
Jesse James Braun.
Jeremiah Thomas Michael.
Taylor Joe Brennan.
Zachary Watson Michaud.
Thomas Cameron Bretts.
Wyatt Tristan Nicholson.
Joshua Michael Brown.
Nicole Beata Milborn.
Casey Capri Brown.
Chase William Miller.
Barry Dean Brown.
Nicole Marie Midich.
Jackson Alexander Brush.
Vanessa Matrika.
Patrick Bresniak.
Alexandra Elizabeth Moshe.
Charlotte Emily Buchanan.
Garrett Tyler Montoya.
Thomas Lynn Bullock.
Mackenzie Richard Moore.
Peter Joshua Doctolero Bunwan.
Matthew Enrique Moore.
Miranda Carlene Burnap.
Preston Andrew Moore.
Addison William Burnside.
Lamoni Sergio Mora.
Riley McKay Burr.
Jose Juan Morales.
Audrey Joan Butler.
Clayton Matthew Morales.
Samuel Dawson Butler.
Stormy Tucker Morley.
Kyle Garrett Butters.
Holden Michael Morris.
Jessica Ann Byrne.
John Clinton Mosley III.
Ruth Ann Lorraine Cage.
Christian Mueller.
Sean Patrick Cahill.
Trenton Jade Myers.
Melissa Elizabeth Calendo.
Kelly Lynn Neal.
Emily Ann Cameron.
Bethany Ray Nelson.
Anthony Michael Campos.
Brett Anthony Nelson.
Elena Margaret Cunez.
Bruce Allen Nelson.
Tiana Lynn Carlson.
Tira Rianne Nelson.
Chelsea Joe Kearney.
Chad Matthew Newman.
Logan Fred Carpenter.
Thomas Paul Newman.
Aaron Alexander Carr.
James Lane Nichols.
Mino Adan Carrillo.
Mason Steele Nya.
Janiel Alexandra Carter.
Mark Anthony Noriega.
Brandon Michael Caruso.
Nicole Irene Norman.
Alfredo Casillas.
Ashley Marie North.
Edwin Castaneda Cuevas.
Bridget Elizabeth Nunnery.
Kelsey Ann Caudill.
Cody Justice O'Brien.
Caitlin Elise Chamberlain.
Matthew Anthony Ochoa.
Cade Austin Chandler.
Mary Elizabeth O'Connor.
Jaime Porfirio Chavez.
Helena Darlene Oglesby.
Adam Thomas Cohen.
Crystal Jean Olander.
Derek Andrew Cahotis.
Derek Stephen Olson.
Carly Joyce Coleman.
Hannah Nicole Olson.
Alyssa Lee Colanero.
Daniel Ray Opie.
Yasmin Yvette Compian.
Joshua Daniel O'Rourke.
Angela Ayaka Cano.
Jacob Tyler Orantia.
Daryl Drew Cook.
Cassandra Lynn Ortega.
Logan Bray Cook.
Sebastian Ortega.
Devin Matthew Copeland.
Ian Jeffrey Orth.
Austin Michael Correa.
Andrew Thomas Ostrander.
Ethan Michael Cortazo.
Katie Sedona O'Toole.
Samantha Rachel Cortazo.
Savannah Marie Padilla.
Logan Daniel Cosette.
Elizabeth Paige Parada.
Joshua Martel Crapo.
Taylor Kylene Parks.
Emily Marie Crum.
Brittany Michelle Parsley.
Jasmine Danielle Crumpler.
Nayako Pato.
Jorge Alberto Cruz Morales.
Taylor Noel Patterson.
Sierra Renee Culberson.
Dominique Elizabeth Peel.
Elizabeth Brianna Cullifer.
Austin Michael Perea.
Tia Shea Cummins.
Melina Perez.
Courtney Marie Curran.
Itzel Viviana Perez Completo.
Gina Marie D'Amato.
Cesar Antonio Perez Islas.
Jared Michael Denley.
Eric Robert Pita.
Jacob Philip Davenport.
Stephen James Peterson.
Jenny Jane David.
Christian Thomas Fjohl.
Zane Anthony Davidson.
Lainey Michelle Phillips.
Emily Ann Dawson.
Brendan Michael Pickrell.
Zachary Michael Dayton.
Drake Alden Pierre.
Anicia Leilani de la Rosa.
Thomas Andrew Pyle.
Darren Nicole de Herrera.
Brandon Nelson Pimental.
Mia Rose de Mello Cole.
Lorenzo Pena.
Anthony Gilbert Dennett Claw.
Nico Joseph Pleasant.
Nicholas Edward Denson.
Charles John Poitras.
Sylvia Durgal.
Kaylin Marie Pollen.
Nathan Tyler Desa.
Alexandra Marie Pollard.
Megan Renee DeBella.
Derek James Porter.
Gabriela Teresa DiCaprio.
Kaylee Brooke Porter.
Stephanie Page DiUlo.
Logan Taylor Porter.
Nathan J. Dobbins.
Tyler Eldon Porter.
Brianna Danielle Dodd.
Austin Jesse Paulson.
Flor Ruby Dominguez Gonzalez.
Randy Nicole Powell.
Thomas John Downey.
Sierra Jennifer Pratt.
Alexandra McHale Drouillard.
Ryan David Prescott.
Megan Bryn Duffin.
Rochelle K. Priego.
Ashlyn Nicole Duncan.
Xavier Napoleon Prolano.
Victoria Lynn Duncan.
Madison Lynn Pulido.
Maxwell Lucas Duran.
Alicia Lynn Quiros.
Caleb Andrew Eastman.
Alexander Philip Rahaug.
Alexa Renee Edmeyer.
Tricia Lynn Ramsey.
Victoria Madeline Edwards.
Michaele Renee Rando.
Mary Gabrielle Erke.
Jessica Lynn Ray.
Vivian Earl.
Taylor Jordan Reagan.
Mitchell Robert Eisler.
Julia Claire Reddle.
Kevin William Eldridge.
Ashley Taylor Redmond.
Matthew Tyler Ellicott.
Austin Patrick Reeves.
Lauren Faith Ellington.
Kimberly K. Rendall.
Danielle Simone Enfield.
Kayla Ann Renfro.
Hunter Ryan Earhart.
Joshua Allen Reno.
Aaron William Erickson.
Marla Camille Renteria.
Sarah Marie Ernest.
Sterling Alexander Revels.
Kyle Kelly Irwin.
Maribel Reyes.
Danica Elise Esquivel.
Joseph Keith Rhodes.
Chandler William Farney.
Colton Brody Rice.
Drew Mitchell Farnsworth.
Corey Paul Rind.
Jasley Gail Fenn.
Brent Michael Reinhardt.
Vivian Dominique Fennell.
Shelby Ann Riordan.
Alex Jordan Fernandez.
Remington Clayton Ritter.
Madison Danielle Fetzer.
Brian Edison Stephen Fields Robertson.
Chandler Reese Fate.
Adrian Daniel Rodriguez.
Nicole Christine Feeney.
Diana Rose Rossler.
Jonathan Dean Finkel.
Derek Rojas.
Harrison Adam Finzel.
Alan Michael Joseph Romanowski.
Justin Chase Fitzgerald.
Michael A. Ronning.
Connor Sackett Flake.
Joseph Daniel Rose.
Natalie Ann Flammer.
Avery Elizabeth Ross.
Nico by Flores.
Alexa Nicole Rowland.
Kelsey Don Flores.
Tyler Braxton Roy.
Justin Richard Flowers.
Gilbert Aaron Rubio.
Trevor Otto Forey.
Stardon Desiree Rubio.
Madison K. Fotiades.
Matthias David Ruckel.
Casey Austin Fox.
Erica Noel Ruland.
Emily Lynn Franklin.
Jasmine Marie Rundle.
Caitlin Joe Fritche.
James Dylan Rutherford.
Mackenzie Carter Fraley.
Heather Nicole Ryan.
Bonita Lynn Frost.
Aaron Alexander Sobrowski.
Carson Robert Frost.
Gabrielle Rose Sackett.
Brittany Michelle Gabrelsick.
Ashlyn Paige Safalia.
Brittany Catherine Gaffney.
Francisco Rafael Salas Espinoza.
Catherine Virginia Geyser.
Lillian Arana Salinas.
Garrison Gunner Gallant.
Jamie Michelle Salmon.
Chandler Cruz Gallego.
Jamie Tyler Seo.
Taylor M. Galloway.
Taylor Jean Samagnano.
Rachel Alexis Gamboa.
Carlos Jesus Sanchez.
Viviana Gomez.
Jose Rodolfo Sanchez.
Noeli Celeste Gomez Rodriguez.
Vanilla Shell McMurray Sanders.
Joseph Lee Gendy.
Pilar Sandoval.
Edgar Ivan Garcia.
Eugenio Sacchetti.
Manuel Cardenas Garcia.
Stephanie Elna Sarcelo.
Patrick Daniel Garcia.
Riley Marie Schaefer.
Sarah Evelyn Garcia.
Laren Marie Schaefer.
Summer Gabriela Garcia.
Cody Nicole Schiller.
Angela Grace Gardner.
Madeline Gwen Schlegel.
Derek J. Gardner.
Nicholas Schneider.
Susie Gaska.
Sydney Ray Schroeder.
Anna Ronnie Geth.
Brianna Marie Scott.
Hannah Victoria Gello.
Diana Isabel Segovia.
Anthony Benjamin Gencarelli.
Victoria Iris Segura.
Madison Marie Gerber.
Michael Shamoun.
Deanna Rochelle Gerstenberger.
Tyler Ray Sharpless.
Weston James Gibb.
Jacob Dean Shepard.
Brooke Taylor Goff.
Alexandria Marie Shumway.
Andre Alexander Gonzalez.
Wyatt Jean Shumway.
Kevin Gonzalez.
Kimron Sadu.
Edbert Jesus Gonzalez Lozano.
Bruce Wyatt Seen.
Nicole Lynn Goodwin.
Benjamin Daniel Salaski.
Kendra Luis Gassel.
Alexander Ryan Simpson.
Spencer Alexander Gussel.
Emily Marie Simzik.
William Scott Graham.
Zachary Thomas Singer.
Chandler McKenna Grant.
G. May Sint.
Kaylee Ann Gray.
Lacey Danae Drahos Skinner.
Jessica K. Green.
Mackenzie Laurel Skinner.
Catherine Claire Green.
Andrew Charles Smeedema.
Michael Ryan Greenway.
Alexis Paige Smith.
Danielle Rebecca Grief.
Ariel Nicole Smith.
Shayna Lynn Griffin.
Corwin David Smith.
Andrew William Gross.
Kelsey Laurel Sneezy.
Destiny Rain Garino.
Olivia Angelica Solis Menchaca.
Cassidy Elizabeth Guasto.
Jennifer Sulika Solozano.
Ryan Michael Gooden.
Andrea Soto.
Allison Diane Gwynn.
Michael Hayden Spranger.
Eric Alex Gutierrez Venzor.
Evan Jacob Stabley.
Magali Guadalupe Gutierrez Venzor.
Jeremy Joseph Starkey.
Samantha P. Gutmacher.
Ty Frederick Stas.
Garrett Michael Guzman.
Zachary Sterner.
Janie Bryce Haddock.
Marissa Shanae Stevens.
Matthew Stephen Hale.
Travis James Stevens.
Alexandra Lynn Hall.
Victoria Kayleen Stitch.
Miranda K. Halligan.
Blake Dexter Stillwell.
Ashley Nicole Hames.
Andrew Barrett Stinson.
Kathleen Athena Jewel Hancock.
Caitlin Marlene Stott.
Benjamin Croman Hansen.
Tiffany Michelle Stover.
Ty Michael Harada.
Nicholas Joseph Strathman.
Jacqueline Ann Harbert.
Serena Jane Strichter.
Ashley Marie Harkey.
Samantha Nicole Stahl.
Tatiana Lynn Harkey.
Brianna Suzanne Stivert.
Brianna Arlene Harmon.
Lindsay Ann Sutton.
Wyatt Austin Harrell.
Hannah Nicole Swain.
Patrick Fenton Harrigan.
Angel Lee Sweeney.
Desiree Kylie Hatch.
Travis Slade Cyphers.
Heather Lynn Hatcher.
Shalia Jean Shuminsky.
Sarah Christine Hopt.
Daniel Joseph Preeb Tabor.
Krista N. Havely.
Armoni Amber Scott Tadeo.
Devin Alexander Hawkins.
Jared Lee Tauser.
Shelby Rain Hurd.
Stephen Travis Taylor.
Wyatt Bruce Heater.
Lynn Daniel Tears.
Rachel Christine Marie Heinel.
Jesse Warren Teets.
Robert Lawrence Hines.
Fernando Haley Theodorovich Alvarado.
Rachel Rose Heitkamp.
Diana I. Terreros.
Jordan I. Helmy.
Ross Layton Theobald.
Daniel James Henningsen.
Rachel May Thu.
Caitlin Alexandra Henry.
Ian Theodore Thomas.
Christian Alfredo Hernandez.
Jordan Tyler Thomas.
Dominique Ann Hernandez.
Taylor Rayanne Thomason.
Martha Elena Hernandez Morales.
Caitlin Nicole Thompson.
Saul Alexis Hernandez Perez.
Want me to do it?
Craig Allen Herman II.
I did it.
Brandon James Hurtnicki. James Anthony Hester.
Garrett Paul Thompson.
Brian Stokes Haywood.
Mason David Thorman.
Paige Ciara Haywood.
Taylor Shay Thornton.
Ayala N. Hicks.
Ashley Lynn Tidd.
Scott Jean Hilbruns.
Taylor Faith Tokach.
Sienna Moran Heinrichs.
Molly Elizabeth Trapp.
Jasmine Nicole Height.
Kendra Laurie Trewick.
Rex Bronson Hickson.
Hannah Ray Trent.
Treat Lee Thanhole.
Spencer Morgan Truhoft.
Mason McCoy Holloway.
Mackenzie Lee Trimble.
McKay Michael Holt.
Gabrielle Nicole Tusick.
Jeremiah Felix Hooper.
Sean Angelo Tumello.
Stephanie Nicole Hosack.
Austin Cole Toon.
Haley Ann Hostetler.
Morgan Nicholas Tyler.
John Ryan House.
Kaylee Elizabeth Tyner.
Kevrai Patrick Howard.
Sidije Ubofo.
Regina Marie Hughes.
Savannah Ray Ulrich.
Austin Landon Hunter.
Brandon Rayan Van Dyke.
Martha Hope Hurley.
Caitlin Marie Vance.
Carissa Marie Hurst.
Bruce Mitchell Vanderveld III.
Rachel Melissa Hutzel.
Michael Zachary Vargas.
Amber Nicole Inman.
Erica Marie Vasquez.
Alexander Renee Jackson.
Rosalia Marie Vasquez.
Aaron Renee Jacobs.
Matthew James Vaness.
Caitlin Zhu Jelinek.
Matthew John Varetto.
Cameron Michael Jenkins.
Dylan Paul Vickman.
Maria Valine Jensen.
Piao Yan Villarreal.
Emily Ann Jett.
Rigel Christine Torneros Villegas.
Asante Brianna Johnson.
Paola Andrea Veramontes.
Austin Bradley Johnson.
Alexa Orly Vitton.
Emily Nicole Johnson.
Benjamin Scott Wagner.
Molly Elizabeth Johnson.
Troy Donald Wagner.
Stephen Mosiah Johnson.
Dustin Aaron Ware.
Kaylee Ann Jones.
Alexander Jacob Worth.
Brittany Jan Carlbin.
Ashley Lynn Waters.
Dana Kestrup.
Brian Reed Watson.
Michael Allen Katalinick.
Taylor Ray Wynell.
Sierra Christine Keilholtz.
Ashley Rochelle Weston.
Victoria Ann Keithley.
Marissa Pearl Wheeler.
Michael Andrew Collegian.
Amber Marie Welton.
Brandon William Kelly.
Ezekiel Whiting.
Nathan Alexander Kelly.
True Summer Wiggins.
Shannon Kathleen Kelly.
Brandon Thomas Wildman.
Tyler Zane Kemper.
Nicholas John Williams.
Austin Riley Kendrick.
Molly Ann Williamson.
Carrie Mae Kenley.
Kyle Daniel Willis.
Alyssa Marie Kennedy.
McKeely Willis.
James K.C. Kerbo.
Anthony Marcus Wilson.
Derek Stephen Kern.
Casey Wilson.
Aubrey Edward King.
Samantha Jean Wilson.
Christopher James Kinsey.
Tyler Forrest Wilson.
Dalton Thomas Kirk.
Justin Charles Wimmer.
Lena Kerwin.
Darius Kelly Windells.
Sarah Elizabeth Kjar.
Kenneth Troy Weinberg.
Brianna Grace Klein.
Joshua Maliachi Weingardner.
Lindsay Ann Kleinman.
Laura Page Wingfeld.
Samantha Arlene Knight.
Brianna Faith Winningham.
Devon Marie Colas.
Casey Robert Wertner.
Dana Way Colloway.
Claire Elizabeth Wolf.
Tiffany Y. Kwong.
Emily Rachel Wolf.
Laura Christina Keegaman.
Denham Carey Wolverton.
Justin Douglas Kula.
Laura Elizabeth Woodland.
Brandon Thomas LaRue.
John Michael Zachary.
Stacy Renee Leffler.
Jorn Michael Zale.
Zachariah Carson Lambert.
Hussein Abdallah Zaytun.
Tate Caleb Lamoureux.
Shi Hao Zhang.
Savannah Shay Lance.
Jordan Paul Zimmerman.
Shannon Lee Latimer.
Zachary Michael Zobek.
Lene Law.
Christopher Lee Mills.
Megan Michelle Lawrence. Garrett Ryan Lawson. Robert Lee Miller III.
I called their names.
I know.
They heard their names.
They're just standing there like they haven't heard their names.
No, they heard it. They're just waiting to get in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, line leaders, hand out diplomas at this time.
Oh. I have to say, I think we've set a record for graduation. This is the shortest graduation we've had that I know of in the past 15 years. All right. At this time, Nicholas Beaverdorf. Did I say that right now? Yeah. Okay. And Sarah Garcia for the turning of the tassel.
First off, we would like to thank you guys for allowing us to represent you as our senior class officers. It's been a huge honor to both of us to be able to lead such a great class, and I really appreciate that. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn your tassels, take it in your hand, right to left, and on the count of three, I need all you guys to take your caps, throw them in the air, and celebrate your official graduation. 1, 2, 3. God damn it.
Please enjoy these fireworks courtesy of Student Council.
enjoy these fireworks courtesy of Student Council.
Thank you and have a safe trip home.